Hello. Today what I want to do is I want to show you how that recommended fire kit works. As you've seen, everything out here is soaked. These here, they're soaked as well. I can squeeze them and you can see the water rise to the surface. I collected these on the trees, so they're very, very wet. But I'm going to use one of those blocks and see if we can get this going. Now this is not how I normally prepare for a wet weather fire, but I just want to show you how well those blocks can work with even soaked material. So this here are those blocks. I'm going to take one out. Just use the one. And the good thing is, if you carry 12, you can actually add another if need be. So now, what I'm going to do is, I'll use this spot right here. I'm going to break up my smaller pieces first and use those. And once I get up to finger size, burning, usually I go thumb size, but that there is an established fire. I'd also, if it was pouring rain, it's been showering off and on, and I would put a shelter over top if I was continuously having a fire. But this here, just for demonstration, I'm going to do it right here and hope it doesn't. It's sprinkling right now, and hopefully it doesn't downpour. So I'm going to break these up, get them all ready. But once you break them, you can see that they're dry in the center. So they just got to dry out the outside. So you can see this here is rather wet on the outside. You can tell by my hands as well, but it's dry inside. So the fire is going to come up and dry out the outside here and then start burning. Now I usually go with sticks that have no bark because bark will trap moisture longer, and this here will dry out quicker. So I've got a bunch without bark, and that's what I'm going to be using. But like I said, this isn't how I normally prepare for a fire in wet conditions, but this here will definitely give that block a test. So I'm going to take out the block there now. Trying to fluff up that end and get it lit. And I want to lean this right in here like this here, so it will go up through. And now I can put on my pieces. Want some longer ones. Same thing as always, do not smother your fire. Just put them on nice and loose and let that work its way up through. It's got to breathe. We've got some small wood in there burning already. But we're going to allow that to dry out and then come up through. Now it just takes time for this to dry it out. But I see it is drying out some of the wood. As you see here, it's coming up through. But you just gotta be patient with it. And you can put some on the outsides and such so it can dry those as well as it's heating up through. The key here is having the time, the amount of minutes you're going to need to dry this out to be able to burn it. Now you can also split this and such, which I normally would, but I just wanted to show. Now if I see that my tinder is starting to burn out, I could just throw another one on and continue going. I have 12. But there's a lot of dampness that has to burn off. Now if I gently blow on that, it's going to add a little bit more heat to the fire. That's going to help also to dry this out. Now this here is worst case conditions right now. This stuff is soaked. But it is burning wood on the bottom. Got a nice coal base under there, but I think I'm going to throw another block in there because it has worked very well in drying a lot of that out, but you just need a little bit more heat. But it's nice to see we did get coals. And also, if you notice, I don't have a lot of smalls here. I did that on purpose as well. So that first block, I think it's still a little bit going down there, but very happy with that because I could still warm my hands if I needed to, for sure. And if I had dry wood, I could have easily kept my fire going with what I had right there. So I would have had an established fire that I could have kept going if I had dry wood. But with this wet wood, you definitely are going to need a little bit more heat down there to keep wet wood going. So here comes the rain. This here now, as you see, is established. Before I added the block, if I added some dry tinder to it, it would have done well. But now I can just keep adding to this and I have fire. This here is worst case scenario. Everything is soaked, as you've seen. But with 2 of those blocks, we have a very nice fire going there now. So with a lighter and 2 of those blocks, if you can get a fire going out here in these conditions, then I think it's a very good carry, in my opinion. You make up your own mind what works for you in your area, but this here, to me, very good carry for sure, and that's why I carry a couple of those blocks in my own survival kit. I want to thank you for watching. Take care. All the best.